Taylor Swift, one of the most influential artists of the 21st century, is poised to reach a new milestone in her storied career. In 2026, she will become eligible for induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame, marking 20 years since the release of her self-titled debut album in 2006. That album, which introduced the world to a then-teenage Swift, was a defining moment in country music, blending traditional elements with a fresh, youthful perspective. As Swift's eligibility approaches, industry experts and fans alike are reflecting on her transformative impact on the genre and her undeniable qualifications for this prestigious honor. Swift's journey in country music began with her debut album, Taylor Swift, released on October 24, 2006. The record, featuring hits like Tim McGraw and Our Song, showcased her songwriting talent and relatable storytelling, resonating with country fans across the United States. At just 16 years old, Swift captured the essence of small-town life and young love, earning critical acclaim and commercial success. The album's authenticity and emotional depth set her apart from her peers, establishing her as a rising star in Nashville's competitive music scene. Over the next few years, Swift solidified her place in country music with albums like Fearless, 2008, Speak Now, 2010, and Red, 2012. These records not only dominated the country charts but also crossed over into pop, broadening her appeal and introducing country music to a global audience. Fearless, in particular, was a cultural phenomenon, earning Swift 4 Grammy Awards, including Album of the Year, making her the youngest artist to win that category at the time. Her ability to blend country's narrative-driven songwriting with pop sensibilities revolutionized the genre, paving the way for future artists to explore similar crossovers. By 2012, with the release of Red, Swift began to shift toward pop, a transition that would define the next phase of her career. While Red still included country influences with tracks like Begin Again and All Too Well, it marked the beginning of her evolution into a global pop superstar. Subsequent albums like 1989, Reputation, and Lover leaned fully into pop, while Folklore and Evermore explored indie folk influences. Despite this shift, Swift's roots in country music remain a foundational part of her identity, and her contributions to the genre continue to resonate. The Country Music Hall of Fame, located in Nashville, honors artists who have made significant and lasting contributions to country music. Eligibility is determined by 3 categories: Modern Era Artist, Veterans Era Artist, and a rotating third category, which in 2026 will be Songwriter. Swift's eligibility in the Modern Era Artist category, combined with her songwriting prowess, makes her a strong candidate for induction. The selection process involves an anonymous panel of industry voters appointed by the Country Music Association, CMA, who evaluate candidates based on their impact, influence, and body of work. Swift's case for induction is compelling. Her early albums not only achieved commercial success but also reshaped the country music landscape. She brought a new generation of fans to the genre, many of whom were drawn to her honest lyrics and relatable persona. Songs like Love Story and You Belong With Me became anthems, blending country instrumentation with universal themes of romance and heartbreak. Swift's ability to write her own material, a rarity among young artists at the time, set her apart as a creative force. Her songwriting credentials, which include penning every track on Speak Now and contributing to countless hits, align perfectly with the 2026 songwriter category. Beyond her music, Swift's influence on the industry is profound. She has been a vocal advocate for artists' rights, challenging streaming platforms and record labels to prioritize fair compensation. Her decision to re-record her early albums to regain control of her masters was a groundbreaking move, inspiring other artists to take charge of their careers. Swift's business acumen, combined with her artistic achievements, has made her the highest-grossing touring musician in history and the first artist to become a billionaire primarily through music. Her net worth, estimated at over $1 billion, reflects her ability to build a global brand while remaining true to her creative vision. Swift's impact on country music extends beyond her own discography. She has mentored younger artists, collaborated with country legends like Dolly Parton and the Chicks, and championed the genre's traditions while pushing its boundaries. Her performances at country music events such as the CMA Awards and the Grand Ole Opry have left an indelible mark. Even as she transitioned to pop, Swift maintained ties to Nashville, returning to the city for performances and expressing gratitude for the community that launched her career. The question of Swift's induction is not without debate. Some purists argue that her shift to pop diminishes her credentials as a country artist, pointing to her limited output in the genre since 2012. However, her early work undeniably shaped modern country music, and her influence continues to be felt. Artists like Kacey Musgraves and Maren Morris have cited Swift as an inspiration, crediting her with opening doors for women in the industry. Her ability to bridge country and pop has expanded the genre's reach, making it more accessible to diverse audiences. The Country Music Hall of Fame selection process is rigorous, and induction is not guaranteed, even for an artist of Swift's stature. The anonymous panel considers a wide range of factors, including an artist's contributions to the genre's evolution, their commercial success, and their cultural impact. Swift's resume checks all these boxes, with 14 Grammy Awards, countless chart-topping singles, and a legacy that has redefined what it means to be a country artist in the modern era. Industry observers believe her induction is a matter of when, not if, given her unparalleled achievements. If inducted in 2026, Swift would join the ranks of country music legends like Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, and Garth Brooks. At just 36 years old, she would be one of the youngest inductees in the Hall of Fame's history, a testament to her prodigious talent and enduring influence. The honor would also serve as a moment of reflection for the country music industry, which has grappled with questions of identity and inclusivity in recent years. Swift's induction could bridge generational and stylistic divides, celebrating an artist who has both honored tradition and pushed the genre forward. As 2026 approaches, anticipation is building among Swift's fans, known as Swifties, who have followed her journey from teenage prodigy to global icon. Social media is abuzz with discussions about her Hall of Fame eligibility, with fans highlighting her contributions to country music and her broader impact on the music industry. For Swift, the potential induction would be a chance to reflect on her roots and the city of Nashville, which played a pivotal role in her rise to fame. The Country Music Hall of Fame induction ceremony, typically held annually, is a prestigious event that celebrates the genre's past, present, and future. If Swift is selected, her speech and performance would likely be a highlight,